Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari today held an emergency meeting on security at the First Ladies Conference Center, Aso Rock, Abuja. Those at the meeting include Minister for Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Oyema, Chief of Army Staff, Yahya Farouk, and the Chief of Defense Staff, Lucky Rabo, Special Advisor on Security, Babagana Mongono, Chief of Naval Staff, and that of the Air Force, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Akali Baba, as well as the Attorney General, Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, amongst others. The meeting, called at the instance of President Buhari, is to evaluate the current security situation in the country. As the world marks Environment Day, Environmental Rights Action and Friends of the Earth Nigeria have brought to the fore the dangers of collapsed ecosystems occasioned by rich biodiversity and the depletion of the forest. Christy Macaulay has details.
Issues such as increasing cases of environmental degradation, oil spills, coastal erosion, public health crisis, bad governance among the several questions that are seeking answers in parts of the country concerning the environment. Trying to profile a way out of all these environmental challenges, Executive Director Dr. Godwin Uyojo called on Nigerian government and all stakeholders to see the need to develop a 10-year restoration roadmap to check deforestation in the next 10 years. He said government should also demonstrate full political will to strengthen regulatory agencies to enforce compliance of regulations and laws to support the ecosystem.
Nigerian government and non-state actors should develop a 10-year national ecosystem restoration roadmap, NEA. They should set targets and timelines in consonance with United Nations plans. Government, corporations, and relevant agencies must show in clear terms their sincere goals and how they intend to slow down the rate of deforestation in the next 10 years. There is the burning need to embrace the emerging principle of decarbonization of the economy and of all processes in the present mode of production and consumption patterns that is wasteful.
Austin Osakwe, Executive Director, Foundation for Good Government and Social Change, and Professor Gideon Emelue of the University of Benin were at the event to suggest ways to restore and protect the environment.
For man to continue to survive, he must ensure that the producers are kept alive, they are flourishing. If we pollute the sea, and then we say our best meal is fish, then we are of all men most miserable, because fish is coming from there and we have polluted it. And we are relying on somebody thousands of kilometers away to bring the fish for us. So you believe since you import toothpick, why not import all the fish needs that we require? And God has blessed us with it.
What they are trying to say is this. If you have a forest, try to carry out inventory. People should have the inventory, and then don't cut those trees down over years. For each year you didn't cut it, they pay you fee for not cutting it down. That is carbon credit. But let me ask you, can a poor man really save? Can he really save? A poor man, you know there's what they call existence and survival. So you must rise above one. It's a good concept, but don't forget that we need some of these things, but it still remains a concept that could work, like in Brazil and all that. We have to adopt all these facets to make sure that ecosystem is restored in Nigeria.
This year's World Environment Day has at its theme, Ecosystem Restoration, Pathways to Sustainable Development. Christy Macaulay, VOS TV News.
The Inspector General of Police, Usman Akali Baba, has called for a reinforcement of police formations to prepare them for the planned June 12th protest to commemorate Democracy Day. The IGP was speaking at the meeting with top police officers at the force headquarters in Abuja. He used the opportunity to list his achievements, having been in office in less than 2 months, to include the arrest of some persons allegedly involved in the attack on some police formations across the country. The police boss re-echoed the ban on the issuance of permits for tinted vehicles and 5 number plates. Various reactions have followed the outburst of National Association of Onion Supporters vowing to stop the supply of onions to the south. Blessing Raji, who visited markets in Benin, share their views.
Some sellers and those buying onion in some markets in Benin are obviously not aware of the recent threat to stop the supply of onion in the southern region by the Onion Supply and Market Association in the north. According to the president of the association, Ali Umar, said they are demanding for compensation from the federal government for the loss of goods during the NSAS protest in last year, October. The buyers and sellers are worried about the development.
Without onions, we can't cook our stew. Okay. You understand? As soon as they mention that onions now, not be only onions now. Why they want plant like that? Some things they will follow and when they will plant. I beg, we don't want to make them plant onions.
E no good, make them try, make them bring am. Because if they not bring am now, wetin will come they use? The one when they now, it remains small when everybody can get now. Okay, if you not there now, wetin person will come they use? E no good like that too. I beg, make them try, make them bring onions, most see and they use.
Because we use onions for so many things. Everything that we cook, we use onion to cook it. And onion add more flavor to it. So the buying of onions is not necessary.
So the thing never they affect us because people never to know say they don't ban that. So now when the thing do they go the window, do they see say the thing do they skate, now they come to the Russia.
All of us are Nigerians. We should always have a. We should always have pity for one another, but we should be we should stand in wisdom, move in wisdom, because all those things they are doing is not right.
Actually, if there's no much onion, if they don't bring it to the south, there's no way we're able to get it, and the one that will be out here will be very expensive for us to buy. So I think that bandit thing, they should try to think of way hard to provide solutions so that it really not work because it's going to affect us.
VOS TV News will keep you updated on development as they unfold in the coming weeks. Blessing Raji, VOS TV News, Benin.
The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has said that the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, has been mandated to arrest anyone who defiles the ban on Twitter by the federal government. He said even the likes of General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Enoch Abdeboye, and Pastor Williams Kumuyi of the Deeper Life Church. The minister insisted that no highly persons will be spared as the attorney is ready to prosecute violators. The minister made the comments against the backdrop of recent tweets by both clergymen on Twitter. Now on sports. Super Eagles attacker Paul ONUACHU has won the Ebony Shoe Award for the Best African Player in Belgium for 2020-2021 season. The Nigerian international succeeded Antwerp and Congo Democratic Republic's forward Dumachi Mbokani as the winner of this year's award. The 27-year-old was top scorer in the Belgian Pro League with 29 goals in 33 appearances. He scored 4 times in 5 games in the Jupiter Pro League playoff and once in the Beker van België to bring his total tally to 35 in 41 games. The striker is the 5th Nigerian to win the award after Daniel Amokachi in 1992 and in 1994, Victor Ikbeba in 1993, Godwin Okpara in 1995, and Celestine Babayaro in 1996. The press office of the national team squad of Russia in a statement today said that COVID-19 tests of the entire Russian national football team, the coaching staff, and the team's assistants done on Monday ahead of the 2020 UEFA Euro Cup returned negative. Russia is set to embark on its journey for the UEFA Euro Cup by playing group stage matches against the national teams of Belgium on June 12th, Finland on June 16th, and Denmark on June 21st. You have been watching the news on VOS TV. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel at VOS TV News and follow us across socials at VOS TV Nigeria on Instagram and Facebook. My name is Osasogie Ibei. Thanks for watching.
CP and those states!